Well, hello, everybody. How's everybody this evening? I hope everybody is warm because we're not. It's very cold. We're supposed to have the hardest freeze we've had in how long?
About a year.
It's been longer than a year.
Been about a year.
It's got to have been longer than a year.
Last February was last freeze. Yeah.
But this is a hard freeze for 12 hours.
12-hour hard freeze.
And how long has that been ever happened?
It's been about a year. It's been about a year.
Linda said, hi, Clyde.
Hello. Where's she at?
She's at the, okay, everybody. Linda's not going to be with us tonight because her son had an accident and she's in the emergency room with him. So she's coming to us via her phone in the chat. So blessings and prayers go to your son. How is his knee, Linda? Or do you know anything? No news is good news, I guess.
She's probably typing.
if she types like I do on my phone,
It's going to be a while.
it's going to be a long while. Anyway,
Let's fill this bus up.
let's fill the bus up. We're going to fill up this bus and we're going to send him home. And I don't know how many people watched the inaugurational prayer today, but I was a little disappointed. I don't know how you felt about it. Oh, they're doing x-rays now? Okay. I don't know how you all felt about the inaugural prayer, but she was saying how she felt that we shouldn't send.
We need to have compassion.
We need to have compassion, and we don't need to send them home. They should be able to stay. And we need,
the kids are afraid the parents are going to get sent. No, just send them all home.
well, I mean, yeah, the kids go with them.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to separate the kids. The kids go with the mom and dad, and they all go.
They go home as a family.
They go home as a family. They came here as a family. They go home as a family. Kind of my sentiments. I mean, okay, so I want to know, do you have compassion for a burglar that breaks into your house?
No.
Okay. So how can you have compassion for these people that have basically broken into our country?
And she was talking, got to make sure we have compassion for the transgenders and for the confused people out there. It's a rough life for them.
Uh-huh.
So have compassion, but they don't need to be held up on
That's
a different
right.
pedestal than everybody else.
All aboard! We're getting the deportation bus, and everybody had their tickets handed to the person at the front door. We'll
Drive these people back to the border.
and she can go with them because maybe she would like their country better than she likes ours. So we'll send her back we'll drive her back to the bus too. No habla inglés. All aboard the autobus.
Take away their tax exemption at that church until they get rid of her. They have the right to do that if she's being political and behind the pulpit.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's a thing that is the autobus. Okay, so here's the thing. You're not supposed to have church and state combined, right?
You get political up there, it's okay, but what bad taste to have the president there and then
bash him.
Yeah, try to embarrass him in front of everybody.
It's like, here, we're going to give you a prayer out. We're going to give you the inaugural prayer, and then we're going to tell you how bad you are.
Whoever picked that lady to do that sermon today was just out of
autobus. The autobus.
Out of her mind, whoever that was.
Well, I'm sure I've been watching all day long. I have been watching the
J6ers.
The J6ers getting out, and they're letting them out. slowly.
A lot of them been out, but they're not letting them out of the DC gulag.
There's a bunch of them. You know what's amazing to me is how.
Are we live?
No,
We're not live. We've been talking for nothing.
they're restarting us.
Maybe we said that magic word J6. And they're shutting us off.
Yep, they are. They're shutting us off. It's okay. Good evening, KMM. So, here's the thing.
They still have those magic words. If we say something, they're going to shut us off.
No, well, I don't think so. Not supposed to.
Like the jab or J6.
Yeah,
or
you got to talk about the poke and whatever.
Biden sucks.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. But don't be saying that because
I'm sorry.
they'll really get you for saying that.
Buck Biden.
Yeah, Buck Biden.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, ma'am. We don't have Linda tonight because Linda's son had an accident,
So you
and
got me.
she's in the hospital in the emergency room. So she's coming to us via text message in the chat. She's with us in the chat. And we were talking about the inaugural prayer and how the lady was a little one-sided on that prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to tune in and listen to yourself to find out. Because if you haven't heard it, you really need to listen to it. It was pathetic.
It was it was a very woke prayer. Let's go there.
There's people out there that believe in that though. So it's like,
well, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but I don't think that you take the president that isn't that and have a prayer like that. I just don't think that that was right.
Is that a Mexican? Gotta go pick him up. Is he illegal?
Yeah, it was very wrong. Even President Trump said it was wrong. And so we were watching the J6ers all day, and they're letting them out one by one. And everybody's standing outside in the cold at 10 degrees. Hello, Donna. We're driving our bus.
We got to fill them up, though.
Well,
got a bunch of empty seats right now.
That's okay, because we're gonna load this bus up, and we're gonna take them to make sure they get home safely. We want them to get home safely.
And get the bad ones first.
Yeah, we're gonna get the bad ones, and then because we want them home safely. When they said the prayer today, they said, "Well, we need to have compassion." Yes, we did get snow, didn't we?
A trace,
but it was good enough.
Froze over on the cars.
It was ice. What we got. We got ice.
Storm, yeah.
It was an ice storm, and it was a lot of ice on the windshields. And you snow people, I got to tell you what happened. You all will giggle. It was because both of us are from snow country. So I looked out the window, and the guy across the street had a cup. And he was throwing water on his windshield. And I said, I can't watch this. I got to go into the living room. I can't watch this.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
You threw water on your windshield? I don't think you're supposed to do that because I think it'll break your windshield. But he was throwing water at his windshield. And yeah, and I had to walk away.
Just close your business, Gladys.
I said,
Jeez.
See, I'm being called Gladys Kravitz. But I was looking out the window to see how much snow we had. And I said, Clyde, look.
Mr. Neighbors.
Our neighbor's throwing water on his windshield. I can't watch. I'm afraid his windshield's going to break. It didn't, but a lot of them did that one time. That they threw water on their windshield.
Yeah, they were warned not to, and they still did it.
Yeah, Well, I
I
guess
just pour hot water on my windshield.
I guess he was in a hurry. No, we had traces of snow and a whole lot of ice.
And there was a bunch of accidents this morning, even though there wasn't any ice on the road. People still drove like idiots.
12 inches. 12 inches in New Orleans.
Wow.
That's something for Louisiana.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
They got a lot of people that live on the streets up there too. So that's pretty devastating.
Well, so when they were saying their prayer, they said we have to have compassion. And I thought, well, wait a minute. If those guys hadn't been here, Lincoln Riley would still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
And if those guys hadn't been there, the person in the subway that got set on fire would still be alive.
We lost the border patrols today. Was it today?
Yes, we lost
in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
He got shot by an illegal. Well, he was a German man that overstayed his H-1B school, whatever they do to go to school, and
Florida.
He ended up getting shot in a routine pullover, and that's insane.
And that's Florida. That's crazy.
6 inches of snow in Florida on the Panhandle. It's got to be.
It's a balmy 6 degrees there in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We're supposed to get down to.
We'll be like 25, 26. The wind chill will probably be in the teens. And that's pretty darn cold down here. And it'll last for a day. And then after that, we'll be in the 70s by the weekend. So, yay.
Yeah, and then we can finish the rest of our house.
Yay.
That's still not done yet.
Yay.
I drove Mama by it and she said, don't you have to put the siding up?
Mom, pay attention.
I said, the siding is up. And she said, I thought you had brick on there.
It is brick.
It never has been brick.
It is brick now.
Oh, well, yeah,
Hardy
kind
board.
it's hardy board, but it's kind of a fake looking, stucco looking. But the other time it looked like paneling.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been here, 18 years, 20 years. And she said, I thought that was all brick.
Been here 25 years.
And she thought it was all brick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Goes to show you how much you pay attention. I said, no, it's never been all brick. It used to look like wood paneling, and it doesn't anymore. You love the bus?
It's empty.
It's empty, but you know what? All aboard the autobus.
We'll get her filled up. Give us time.
I know she's cute. She is really cute.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, they were letting out the J6ers, and one of them they're not letting out, and they're not sure when he's going to get out, is a Green Beret, because he had a grenade in his house when they searched his house, and he has kids, and he said, I would have never had that. His DNA was never found on the grenade. Kind of one of those, we can't get you, so we're going to drop something and get you anyway. So they're not letting him out right now because they're not. They really don't have a reason. He's been pardoned.
They're holding 3 people from Florida. They're holding 3 people from Florida that have state charges. And if they reach out to DeSantis and he drops the case, they'll be set free tonight or as soon as possible. But that's the only reason 3 of them will be held longer is because of state charges. Because Trump can only release them on federal. He can only release people on federal, not state, or pardon on federal.
See?
But if you reach out to DeSantis and let him know, set our people free.
Yeah, if you're in Florida, if you'll reach out to DeSantis.
And did you hear that one piece of crap Republican senator? He's afraid that letting these people go is in danger to the Capitol people here in D.C. or whatever, that they're letting all these people out and we're all going to be in danger if we don't watch out, that Trump pardoned all these people.
Well, they were saying that they had
insane. These people.
They had a bunch of people that were outside the DC. Okay, all the other jails in the whole United States has already let their J6ers go, mind you. The ones that haven't let anyone go is DC. They're holding theirs. How about that? Which is, it's all political, guys. It's all political.
They're afraid.
And so these guys are supposed to be really bad and they're going to do something. Well, you know what? What are they doing? They're doing bad. They're holding hostages because actually they've been pardoned.
Anybody that supported Trump, political hostage.
That's right.
And that's what it is.
Right, Donna? That's absolutely right. They should be afraid of us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They should be.
They should be, because see the bus behind us? We're going to load this puppy up and make sure they get home safely and peacefully.
We don't mind. We'll lock them in the back.
Well, that's why there's a cage between us. We don't want them getting out. Yes, Royal Apple, you're right. Trump was in church today and they scolded him, and it was horrible. It was a very woke sermon, and I was ashamed. Like she said, he was scolded by a gay minister. Well, what about the guy that just the border patrol that in Vermont that got shot, and he was trying to get the guy from Germany.
All he was doing was a routine pullover.
But then he found out that the guy was from Germany and was supposed to have gone home a long time ago.
And he ends up getting shot in the neck, and I guess the guy that did the shooting, he's dead because there was a shootout, and he's dead.
Oh, the German guy is?
Yeah. So there's no worry about a trial, but I mean, this is just another person overstaying their time that should have been out of here. Yeah, and there's a lot of people here that overstay their work visas, their school visas, and they try to hang on for as long as they can, and they end up getting caught and they have to go home, or they just go home by themselves. But most of them, they wait till they get caught.
Well, look at this: 1,500. Biden let out 1,500 murderers and drug dealers. And, yeah, what about them?
He let out fucking crazy people.
He did. He did.
I mean, come on. The J6ers, Lego man, love the guy. They arrested him because they charged him with a plot to take over the Capitol because he had a Lego box in his house that had the Capitol that wasn't even put together. He's a teacher, and he was going to be teaching this class about the Capitol. And they found it, and they said, no, he's guilty. He's got to go to jail. And it's like,
because he's plotting.
Because he was plotting because he had a Lego. They call him the Lego man. It's insane. These guys were crazy, and it's time for retribution.
And when is the truth going to come out that Nancy Pelosi had a lot to do with that?
Mm-hmm. And she was drunk the whole time.
Well, there's
and her husband's having sex with homeless people, getting hit in the head with a hammer. And I mean, shit, I'd stay in DC if I was her too. I mean, jeez, what a dysfunctional family. Absolutely dysfunctional. And those are the people we have running our country. We need somebody that's going to step up as leader of the House on the Republican side and dominate the way Nancy Pelosi did on their Democrat side.
Well, you do have somebody like that. Hakeem Jeffries.
Well, on the Republican side.
Oh, you know what I mean? They're okay.
We need somebody to step up and dominate. Take no prisoners. Get the votes. Get the crap done that needs to get done.
And Nancy Pelosi needs to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck Schumer needs to go home. And it's not that we don't like you guys, but you're old.
There's got to be a time for these. They can't die in office to get out of there. That's ridiculous.
Kennedy did.
Well, it's just, I mean, I said it back when McCain was in there. I mean, shit, he had a tumor and he was still there. You know,
I know that
and
was
it's like the
terrible.
guy's just, he can't function. God bless him, you know, but it's these people have to die to get out of there. That's money,
No.
that's power. That's
No,
ridiculous.
well, so was that Ruth Ginsburg. She was there until she
Well,
was 100.
she was hanging on because she didn't want Trump to replace her with another
Well,
conservative seat in the, as you know, in that branch.
well, she died in office because she was old.
Well,
And
she could have stepped
was she
down.
married?
No, I don't know, but she could have stepped down. They can retire from being a judge, and they don't have to stay in there till they die.
No, they don't. They shouldn't be a
Yeah.
lifelong thing for the Supreme Court judges
it's a
either.
lifetime. That's a lifetime thing, but there should be a time where they have to understand I can't make those decisions anymore, and I need
Right.
to step back.
Right.
But they do it politically because you know whoever.
Yes, he is. I'm
whoever's
telling
running
you.
the party. So
Yeah. Look at Real Apple said Connie's husband is a force to be reckoned
watch
with.
out. Watch out.
Yeah, because he's driving the bus.
Watch out. Don't make me get my firearms out. I got my toy guns, okay? I got my toy guns to play with.
Did you hear President Trump last night say the January 6th committee destroyed evidence? Biden. Yes, I did.
Mhm.
Yes, I did. They destroyed it all because you know what? They were so full of it.
Well, they were supposed to hold. They weren't supposed to destroy it. They were told to,
Right.
to hold all that, and they destroyed it anyways.
Well, that's because they want, you know, they get. Well, that doesn't give them an edge if they don't have any evidence to keep them in there.
Well, if they were told not to destroy it, then they should be held in contempt.
Well, that's why Biden pardoned.
I don't know if
Cheney.
I don't know if Cheney accepted the pardon or not yet, but
Oh, I'm sure she did. They all did, all on that January 6th committee. I'm sure they said, thank you so much for our pardon that we don't even, that,
they
you
need
know,
to go
we,
after
and
Mr. Potato Head.
Huh?
Mr. Potato Head.
And
Adam shit.
Isn't he pencil neck?
Pencil neck, potato head, whatever they want to call him. He's terrible.
Well,
how does he keep getting voted in? I don't get
well,
it.
how about Gruesome Newsom?
Well, the people in California, just like the people of Colorado, are going to have to finally step up and say enough's enough. How much destruction, how much corruption can they take before the people finally step up and take back their state? And I mean, there's been Republican governors in California. I mean, the last one was Schwarzenegger, who really wasn't. He only got there because he's a Schwarzenegger. But I mean, there really hasn't been a strong conservative running.
Well, now,
for
but
years.
now, guys, we have ambassadors of California. We have, I guess it's ambassadors of Hollywood. So we have Rocky.
Yeah. Gibson and
Gibson.
I forgot the other one. John Voight. You know.
John Voight.
So
you do.
I can watch their movies because some of those other creeps that you can't watch. Don't put any money when you watch Netflix or any of these people. Don't give them anything.
I know. Wasn't that funny, Donna? I noticed that too. Biden pardoned everybody in his family except for Jill.
Yeah.
He probably wants Jill to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Jill did it.
Well, like you said, she can't testify against her husband, so
no, but she could testify
against her brothers,
the brother-in-law, and the son, the stepson.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That she looked like Barney yesterday.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
It's okay.
Somebody's got to.
It's okay, because you know what? Hell's coming to breakfast. And it's all going to be changed. It's going to be a complete change. You won't know where we've been in a month. It'll be totally different in about a month.
God help us.
Yep. From my mouth to God's ears. You're listening.
They're suing the crap out of all his executive orders. And when they start going to court on these, sometimes that puts a pause on executive orders because of lawsuits. So
Jill didn't get any money.
Well, she's got money.
Well, you know what? I'm sure Biden gave her.
She's supposedly a doctor.
Well, no, she's not a doctor. But you know what? She don't worry, don't. She's gonna get Biden's money because when he passes away, it'll be hers. That's what she's hanging
That'll
on
be
for.
pretty soon, or when they lock him up in the insane asylum, old folks home. He'll be eating his ice cream and chasing all the nurses around, sniffing their hair. In the sniffer. Mm-hmm. He's terrible, disgusting old man, and he's been like that since the 70s. How he even managed to be as long as he did is just.
Well, he was the youngest. He was the youngest congressman ever, senator ever. He was 30 years old. He's been chasing for 30 years.
He's been sniffing people's kids' hair. He's probably a kid. Damn pedophile piece of shit. God, I hope this doesn't go live to people.
It is live. It is live.
Oh my God. This should be recorded, so I'm going to get myself in trouble.
He really is a sniffer.
Terrible man.
Well,
terrible man.
Okay, so his daughter was in an institution, right? She was institutionalized. And I don't know why. Probably because he took showers with her. But she had a diary that she wrote everything down on. And somebody found it.
Yeah, that guy went to jail.
Oh, he's in jail too.
They arrested that man for having the diary, from what I understand.
I didn't know that.
And
did the guy that fixed Hunter's computer go to jail too?
They tried to get him in jail.
Donna said that he got excited yesterday when he saw Vice President Vance's kids.
No, no, don't let him close. That's terrible stuff.
The FBI arrested him. Hurry, get back. My kids haven't had a shower today yet. Oh, that's just disgusting.
Terrible.
That's horrible. There's a few of them. They better keep their kids away from them. And the Trump grandkids need to stay away from him too. But they said that the letter that he left to Trump was very nice. Jill probably wrote it.
Probably his chief of staff wrote it. It would have been in crayon if Biden would have wrote it. Little hearts and flowers. Here's the White House. Dream on. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm telling you guys, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You see movies on TV that are like this and you think.
I just don't believe Joe Biden knew what the heck was going on. I really don't. I don't think he was running it.
Did they pick up anybody in Chicago? For what did they do in Chicago, Donna?
We haven't been to Chicago yet to pick anybody up.
No, we haven't gotten that far. We're waiting for our papers to get us on the move here. See, Jill wrote it. I thought she did. Mm-hmm. We're on our way. The first place we're going is Aurora, Colorado.
Back to my hometown of Colorado.
Yeah, we're going to go to Aurora, Colorado, and we're going to pick up a few Venezuela people.
Operation Aurora is what Trump called it.
Operation Aurora. So we're just going to load them up. Load them up. No habla español. Ándale, alto un vaso.
If we need to go to Wisconsin first, let us know.
We'll go to Wisconsin next. I mean, we could just keep it going now. If we
go to Wisconsin, though, we're going to take them to Canada. We're going to drop them off up there. That way, it's not.
They don't have a corral in Canada. We have it in Texas.
Oh, you can make one.
We can make one there.
Yeah. We'll tariff the shit out of Canada until they hold them there.
We'll have Trump's. We'll have Trudeau's house.
Trudeau.
Yeah, Trudeau. We'll use Trudeau's mansion to corral them up in Canada.
So we'll just take them up. We said, well, we have to stop in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, okay.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll load them up. We're going to load them up from there. But first place is Aurora. We're going to load them all up so those people can have their apartment complex back.
Is that where Prince is from? Go see Prince's place?
And in Minneapolis?
Wasn't he from Minneapolis?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
He's probably got a museum there.
Did you know that KMM's birthday is the same day as mine?
In October.
23rd, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Belated.
Yeah.
Or early.
Yep. And you know what, KMM? Nope. Clyde's birthday is the 23rd, but it's of a different month. It's in a couple days. But you know what? You got to continue to have birthdays because it's better than the alternative.
I don't know. Pretty crappy world we live in, but it's got to get better.
Yeah, KMM's is in October, and Clyde's is in January the 23rd. And his mother was February 23rd.
And your brother's was February 22nd.
And my brother's was February 22nd.
And our twin nephews.
And our twins that my nephew had are February 22nd on my brother's birthday. So there you go. Now we got everybody's birthdays out of the way.
We just ain't saying the years.
Yeah, well,
we'll keep the years
we don't have to tell anybody. My husband's birthday is October 13th. He was born February 13th. My husband's birthday is October 13th. He was born on Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Oh, cool.
You like that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
My dad was a 13th baby.
You know what?
In April.
I wouldn't want to be born on a leap year. That would be kind of sad to be born on the 29th of February.
They just do it on the 28th.
You could be like, really, you'd be 8, but you'd only be 4 or 1, 2, or whatever it is every 4 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then the hour of birth, I play the lottery.
Yeah, that ain't work for me either.
Well, you know what? You can't catch any fish if the pole's not in the water.
You got to have money. Play the lotto.
Well, no,
you
could
just be stealing from my piggy bank.
I'm going to steal from our piggy bank. We thought we were going to be the next billionaires when the big lotto happened, and yeah, that didn't happen. But anyway, so back to what is your plan?
I don't know. Where's the stop?
You said the first one is Aurora. We're picking up some Venezuelan people.
Holman's got to line them up. We're going to put them in the bus.
And we're going to put them in the bus. And we're going to tell them, all aboard, get above the no habla español.
You don't speak any English, so get in the back.
Andale, autobuso.
Tacos in the back.
Bus, or however they say it. We're going to get a lot more blessings now that Trump is in office. He just signed how many?
200 and some executive orders, but it's...
Yeah, 200. And did you guys notice, or was it just me? Melania was hanging around the inaugural ball for a little while longer than, that poor band kept playing the same songs over and over and over and over because he was late because he was signing all of those executive orders. And he was like, honey, you got to wait. First, business comes before pleasure, before we dance. So he had to sign so many of those. And then he went, didn't she look beautiful last night? And so did
she's always a knockout.
She is a knockout. Yeah, she looked really pretty at the inauguration too. So now we've got them in office, and everything's going to go good. And we're going to drive this bus, and they have a man has donated, I don't know, umpteen acres in Texas, so we can have a corral, so we can safely get them there and drop them off, and then we'll go out for some more. So Kim, if you want to get them all rounded up in one area, we can just stop the bus once.
I shall get a hold of us, and then we'll pick them up.
Yep, we're gonna pick them up. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Look, I disappeared.
Look, yeah, you can disappear. Are you having fun over there?
See how I do that?
And then, okay, so what have you guys seen in the news that we're missing? Because let's see, we had the Green Beret, and then we got the J6ers all in DC still that aren't getting out anytime soon, unless they let them go one at a time. It's like trickling of water. That's the news. Seriously, Royal Apple, that's the news. They're letting out the J6ers, and they're coming out one at a time. And there's a lot of them to come out. Well, okay, I'm going to take that back. All the ones that were in the United States other than DC are all out. It's the ones in DC, and they had 21 of them, and they had them in lockdown. They were just talking to him, man. What was his name? Steiner? The one that Strand.
Well, he's been out for a year or so. John Strand,
and they had him in.
He's been out for a while, but he was persecuted pretty bad when he got put in, and he's got a book out and everything.
They put him in solitary confinement.
I'd probably read that
months.
Kind of stuff, but I just don't read books.
Okay, well, don't tell Donna that, because she'll get you reading books.
I'm the smartest person in the world for reading books.
Well, you know what?
They put me to sleep. I don't know about you guys, but books put me to sleep.
Hey, Donna went to a parochial school too.
No, I'm sorry. No, it was all right. We had fun. I wore the little blue shirt, corduroy pants, little tie. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think the world is extremely excited for the things that we've got planned and the things that are going on.
I was excited to hear he took us out of that WHO organization, the WHO.
Yep, we're out of the WHO organization. We're out of the France.
So hopefully we're not putting any money into that. The Paris Accord, whatever.
Yeah, we're out of the Paris deal.
Now we just need to drop out of.
You know what? You're right, Donna. That prison does need to be shut down in DC.
Oh, does it need to be shut down, or just new
take
management?
Them all out of there?
Just new management, people that are not going to be political running the place. You know, they need to be just following the law.
Bye WHO and bye Paris Accord, and
you need to get rid of the.
I'm waiting for him to pull out of NATO.
Yeah. Let Europe take care of Europe. We need to take care of, as they said, the Monroe Doctrine. Yeah. Take care of our hemisphere. Let them take care of theirs.
She taught 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in a Catholic grade school.
Oh, wow.
Yep. She was the one hitting you with the ruler.
No, they don't do that anymore.
They don't?
That was back in the
They hit 70s. You with a ruler?
Then they didn't hit me. They'd smack the desk. They'd smack. It was like a dowel.
Well, we didn't have that when I went to school. They didn't hit anybody with anything.
And I only had one nun.
Although you did get the paddle if you did something bad.
Most of the teachers were teachers. They weren't nuns. We had one nun. My 2nd grade teacher was a nun. All the other ones were just teachers. So.
She said no.
No,
they don't hit you.
No. But
I do too. I love teachers.
But they should.
And you know what? It's time that teachers get to go back to teaching what they want to teach and not what the government wants them to teach you.
The teachers' hands are tied when it comes to disciplining the kids, because hey, I got swatted in school because I was a bad dude. I was a bad boy, and it changed me.
I didn't ever get swatted.
When you get swatted in front of the class or whatever. And it hurts. Kids laugh at you because they watch your. It don't feel good. Yeah, it hurts. So you only get that done once. That's all you need to learn. And if they could do that more with kids when they're little,
You know what? I'm
That
telling
might-
you,
that
you know
might
what? That
change.
is the truth. I'm telling you.
I ain't saying you got to beat the crap out of them, but
But then
early
you
discipline, early
but then you
discipline can
have the
change 'em.
children that you could beat the tar out of them. And guess what? They don't learn from that.
Mm-mm.
So you have to take things that they love away from them.
Well, you can send them
And
to
they
boot.
say, "Oh, please, please, I'll do whatever you say. Just give me back my Nintendo."
I think
No,
it's time for
sorry.
boot camp for these kids. Boot camp.
You know what? I believe you're right too. I think Gavin Newsom's days are numbered.
Hopefully.
After this fire thing, yeah, I think he's in trouble. And I think Karen, what's her name? Karen Smith or whatever? Bass. Karen Bass. Yeah, her days are numbered.
The mayor.
Yeah, because where was she in Guyana during the time of the fires or whatever?
Celebrating their president there. Come on.
Come on. She knew it was going to
Well,
happen.
as much money as they cut out of the budget.
It made her feel good because it was like, look, I'll go on my vacation, and then you can let the fires begin. And I'll say I don't know anything about it because I was on vacation. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, you know what the Bible says about not spanking your child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I mean, I don't mean you have to just beat the tar out of them, but I think that's why God gave us a lot of cushion on our butt.
Some more than others.
Yeah, well, what are you trying to say?
Some people got big butts.
Are you telling me I got a big butt?
No, you don't have a big butt.
Okay, you just be careful where you're going with that.
I need to go make me more coffee.
You're going to go, well, here, we're almost out of here, just here in just a little bit. Uganga's dude is her friend. Really? Karen Bass's friend? See? Don't you know? Don't you know that this is really, truly what's going on here? Everybody's friend is everybody's whatever going on, and they're all in cahoots. And Biden, well, he's good friend with Zelensky, or what is his name? Zelensky or whatever.
Money. It's a laundering money scam.
Oh yeah, they're laundering money, and it's going into the Biden account.
Billions of dollars to the NGOs.
Right.
Bring the people across the border. They could ever find
out
where that money
Castro
came from.
was Karen Bass's friend too. How about that?
That's awesome. Yeah.
See, doesn't that tell you something? You know, if that doesn't have a crime written all over it, I don't know what does.
Communists.
Well, you know what? We don't want to be communists. We want to be free.
That's
we
why
want
we
to
voted Trump in.
That's right. We want.
And the majority voted Trump in.
Yeah, they did, and I believe that they did the last time too. But that's okay. We'll fly with whatever.
Just remember, there's no blue states. There's only blue cities.
That's true.
They did not one state turn completely blue. There was red in every state.
There was
red in every state.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were
Some of the
getting
cities
tired.
are so populated with blue that it just takes over the whole state.
We wanted a change. Now, all we can do now is pray and hope that Trump surrounds himself with people that want the same thing. Although I was kind of laughing when Trump said that he wanted to put a flag on Mars.
Well, he didn't change it's the Gulf of America now, right?
He wants to change it. Was that one of his executive orders?
It was one of his executive orders. Now the Gulf of America.
Now it's the Gulf of America. Well, we have most of the land.
Well, we got most of the water.
Yeah. So see, it might as well be the Gulf of America.
So if Biden said no more drilling on the Gulf of Mexico, now it's the Gulf of America. So let's go back out there.
You know, Royal Apple, I don't know if Mars is on Earth, but I know we have Martians running around here. Don't you think?
You know, that's where we came from.
You came from Mars. I came from Venus.
Is that what they said?
Okay. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
That's why we're so different.
That's why we're so different. That's why you like to go hibernate and a woman wants to talk about everything. Yes, I read that book. Only problem is Mexico was here first. Well, you know what? That's okay.
That's true.
But you know what? They don't care. They have the Bay of Campeche, so you know they're not.
Mexico has got the resources, but they're so corrupt, and the cartels, I don't know a whole lot about it, but the cartels run everything. They'll cut the sheriff's heads off down there,
and
if
hang
they
them
don't,
from an
and they don't, if
overpass.
they don't follow what the cartels want.
They will. They'll hang them from an overpass.
It's crazy.
The book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. That's why we're so different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cute.
I'm not.
He's smart.
Smart ass.
You are too cute.
No, I am not.
Okay, well, we won't argue about that on here, but
True.
he is cute. Is there someone in here I can't see?
Yeah, the bus is empty.
The bus is empty right now.
Can we get the picture and fill it up? No. We gotta wait till Linda gets back.
Yeah, Linda's rounding them up for us right now as we speak, and next Tuesday we'll have a full bus.
But she's at a hospital. She should see a lot of illegals in there right now. Because they've been filling up our emergency rooms.
Well, they're getting free health care.
Mm-hmm. They're using our hospitals as their clinics.
And did Fauci, it was funny that Biden did all of those pardons like an hour before Trump in his final hour. But he pardoned Fauci.
And he accepted it.
Hello, Norm from Oklahoma.
Norm?
Yeah, see, Norm's from Oklahoma.
Oh, cool. It's cold there too.
Yeah, he's a little chilly there. We were just talking about how cold it is down here.
It's gonna be cold for a little while.
It's gonna be. We're supposed to have a hard freeze for 12 hours straight. So I had to bring in my. He lied to Congress. That's why they pardoned him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he absolutely lied.
Well, he always
Who was
lied.
calling him out? Was it Rand Paul was calling him out, calling him a liar? Was it him or Jordan? One of the two.
Well, he said that we got the. What did he say? The
gain of function we
didn't do. The COVID virus got out because he had injected those bats, and then they sold them out on the streets, and the people ate them. Oh my gosh, it's 24 degrees where Norm is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Royal Apples in San Francisco, so she's probably warm.
Well, it's chilly there in San Francisco. That's the northern part, so.
Well, but I bet she's not as cold as we are.
No, they got the warmth from the fires going on over there. So.
Looked in the camera and lied about gain of function.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? So here's the thing. With all of these wonderful executive orders that Trump is doing right now, I think that one of the executive orders should be that they all lose their pension. If they got a pardon, if they got a pardon and they did something wrong, then you lost your pension.
You lose your job in the government, don't you lose your pension?
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know.
I would think so. Because you know what? Why should taxpayers pay for them to do all of the things they've done?
Any of these congressmen, once they're out, they should have 5 years, get a job. Once they find a job, they're off the healthcare for life type thing. Mm-hmm. You come back into the American society.
Yes. And by the way, I found out why Michelle Obama is not going to things is because there's not peace in their home right now, and everybody has it rumored that there's a divorce going in the Obama family. Now, whether that's true or not, it's alleged. But they also said alleged he's dating Jennifer Aniston too.
Well, they say Michelle is actually a Michael. So who knows?
Oh, I heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
And the chef that died was, Obama's
lover.
Toy.
Yeah, I heard that too. So who knows?
And that was his second chef that died.
You know what, guys? This is the year we're going to find out everything's going to come out. The truth is going to come out about everything. Explains birthday photos to them. Yes.
Mommy has to be hot. Oh,
Yeah.
Come on, miss.
But then they said Hillary was bad too.
Well, she is. She's more of a man than Bill.
She's not. But I tell you what, I'm sorry. I got to giggling because I think that Bill Clinton is a little incognito now too. And when he was at the funeral, he put his readers on. I don't know what I think he was looking at his phone. I don't know what he was looking at. But I used to think Bill Clinton was a halfway decent looking man. But the older he gets, life has not been so good to him. Of course,
Not good to any of them.
but if I lived with Hillary Clinton for as long as he has, maybe I wouldn't look so good either. Thank you. I love our dog. This one's Missy. This is the sister. This is the little girl.
You can't say things are easy for Hillary because he was a cheat. And
He was a cheat.
Why she stayed with him?
Well, she didn't stay. They had an agreement. Mm-hmm. The agreement was really seriously. It's in the book. The agreement was
she was going to be president.
It's a she. It's a she. She's a little girl. She's a little girl. So here's the thing. Hillary made a deal with Bill because they went to college together and became lawyers together. And Hillary told Bill, if I will help you become president, if you help me become president. And he said, okay. And so then he started dating Jennifer Flowers for years and years and years and years. And Hillary didn't really care about that because I think Hillary liked other things. And so, because they allegedly, her and Uma Aberdeen had something going. But anyway, so then they made this pact, and then he was dating and having an affair with Jennifer Flowers, and Hillary got a little worried that he was getting a little too tight with Jennifer Flowers. So then that's when she turned around and got pregnant with Chelsea so that she could make sure she had him lock, stock, and barrel. And they don't even live in the same home. Doesn't she live in New York?
I don't care. More than likely.
Or maybe I don't know where she lives, but maybe she lives with Nancy Pelosi somewhere. Because Nancy Pelosi lives in Washington.
San Francisco.
Well, she's from San Francisco, and she has a house with her husband in San Francisco, but he's in San Francisco getting hit with a hammer. And she's in D.C. because she had a hip surgery because she had to wear those stiletto heels and at 85 years old and try to look all cute, and she slipped and fell down the stairs. I think somebody shoved her, but anyway, that's not very nice, so I won't say that. So I retract it. Anyway.
Stuart Rose really.
God love Nancy Pelosi. She needs to retire.
Somebody loved her.
Somebody loved her. That man loved her. The one that got hit in the head with a hammer loved her.
I mean, they showed a picture when she was young. She was real pretty.
And her dad was a mafia king.
Life has been rough on old people.
Well, her dad was a mafia godfather. So she was taught very well. Mm-hmm. She had a very good upbringing. She's ruthless.
She's ruthless. That's why I'm saying we need a Republican leader to be as ruthless as her.
I don't know if we have the blood for that. Because I tell you what, I have never in my life, I never got so mad at somebody as when she stood up and ripped up Donald Trump's speech.
Mm-hmm. How she wasn't held in contempt on something like that.
You know, I've never seen that in American history ever, anyone doing anything like that and getting away with it. But you know what? They have never held Donald Trump in high regards like they do all the other presidents.
They will after this.
Yes, they will. After this term, it's
You-
going to be amazing.
If we don't hold the House and the Senate, they will try to impeach him again, though.
Yep.
We don't hold the House and Senate, they will impeach him.
Well, we have the House and the Senate right now.
Yeah, but if we don't in the midterms, you
Yeah,
can
well, we're
guarantee
going to keep
they're going to
it.
try and impeach him again.
Well, we're going to keep it because
We can't let our guard
everybody knows that that's what we have to
We
do.
cannot let our guard down.
No, and we have to continue to pray, because
Pray and fight.
pray and fight. You know what? That's the
It
only
ain't
way.
been
That's what
physical,
we got.
but we got to fight politically.
Right, politically and peacefully.
Mhm.
And the best weapon of all is prayer. Especially now that I think that we're in a total spiritual warfare. So, all right, guys, it's that time. I've enjoyed this.
Wait till Loudmouth gets back, and we'll fill up the bus.
Yep.
And good
Say
luck.
prayers. Say prayers for Linda's son.
Mhm.
Hope his knee is better. I hope his knee is good. It's
Hopefully
an
just
easy
a-
fix.
Slight sprain, hopefully.
And we love you.
You'll have
And
a
you
great
guys, we will see. Clyde will see you next Tuesday unless you're coming on Mondays. Nope. Okay, so Clyde will see, because you know what? He's got to go to the gym so he can work out and keep in good shape.
Somebody's got to be the bear in the house.
Someone's a bear in the
To
house.
fight the wolves that come to the door.
We love you, and we'll see you on Monday. Until then, you guys take care of yourself, armor up, and say a lot of prayers. I think we're going to need them. Well, not really as much as we did. All right. Love y'all.
See you guys.
Good night.